Good afternoon, everybody, from Universal Studios. Today is the day that we are talking HHN 2024 or HHN 33, however you would like to go about it. We did get some merchandise that we're gonna go take a look at. We'll get your guys' opinion on it. We'll tell you what we think of it. There's not a whole lot HHN going on right now, but we're still gonna show it to you either way. There's a few things inside of City Walk I do wanna point out before we do head inside the park. So first things first, let's head over there and then we'll go check out the HHN stuff and a few more small updates inside of Studio Side. As I stated, the first thing I want to show you is the Quiet Flight here and Cinnabon are scheduled to close. The rumor right now is Quiet Flight is potentially going to turn into a like Super Mario store. That would be awesome. You can see there are a lot of sales here, 50% off on a lot of the shades, but those are all gone. 40% off inside. It looks like they are just trying to clear out any inventory they have. But again, we are looking at potentially a Super Mario or Nintendo themed store. And Cinnabon, I know, is a little different. I have been hearing rumors that it might turn into a butterbeer like bar thing. I don't know, that seems a little far-fetched, but it's a small location. It's probably gonna be best suited for something food oriented. I don't know. That is probably more of a stretch than the Nintendo store next door, but we'll see. It would be cool to have a butterbeer type bar out here and let people enjoy it outside of the park here in City Walk. You can also see they are doing 50% off some of the Mardi Gras merchandise, which we are seeing out here on display, which is always kind of nice. So if you guys don't mind waiting till the end of the season, you can always get a little bit of a discount, assuming they have it in stock, but it looks like most things are in stock here. I didn't see this all season, which is kind of cool. I actually like that. Feels pretty heavy, but looks like they got most of the merch. It looks like they have almost this new like vacation style merchandise as well. So you can see like some of the iconic rides here. You have your churro, Universal Studios plastered on it. So this is kind of a cool like type of shirt and like design that they're using. So if you guys are interested in some of that, this is kind of new. I don't think you could buy the luggage, however, but I do think, again, these shirts and things like that are all new here. Oh, they're actually a nice quality. It's nice and soft. All of the City Walk stuff being out of the way now, let's head over into Universal Studios side and go ahead and show you guys what you guys are all looking forward to, and that is the HHN merch drop, and we'll talk a little bit about it now. We are heading over here to the 5 and Dime, which is where our HHN drop will be. As we can see already in the window, they have a mannequin wearing the brand new shirt. Right over here, merchandise reveal. Well, let's go take a look. This is it. So if you guys are interested, there we go. We can see there's like a little like necklace that has 24 on it for HHN 2024. So something interesting that you see on the shirts is it's Halloween Horror Nights 2024, and they're using like the 2-4 in their merchandise instead of like the 33. So people are a little upset about that. I'll show you. So there's nowhere depicted on here for 33. And I feel like a lot of their merchandise in the past always had like the number on it, not necessarily the years. I mean, they would, but I feel like a lot of people wanted to say like HHN 33. So that is something I guess to keep in mind as we look at this merch. Either way, we'll continue taking a look at the merch. So $30 for this kind of trucker style snapback here, kind of decent quality. And then again, that mug or tumbler that we were looking at is $27 for that. Kind of some cool look to it. Let's go take a look at the shirt a little bit more. So it says "Where Horror Lives," which I also feel like they've kind of strayed away from their other phrases. I don't know if I love the phrase or not, to be honest with you. These shirts are $33, by the way. Black light reactive. They've been doing that with a lot of their merchandise. Nothing on the back there. But either way, that is your design. I personally actually like it. I like this kind of like almost 80s, 90s, like, I don't even know how you would explain this, like Tony Hawk Pro Skater meets like Nickelodeon from the 90s vibe, and like Dead Island almost is kind of what I'm getting out of this. But I know this is like a very controversial design. I think some people like love it, some people hate it. I don't think there's a lot of people in the middle on it, which is interesting. I feel like most years it's kind of like, yeah, like it's okay. This, I feel like it's like love it or hate it and that's it. What are you thinking?
I'm not a fan.
No?
I don't think it, I think to me I'm getting more of like that 90s graffiti, grunge, like look, it's not saying Halloween Horror Nights to me. And I kind of like that like eerie vibe, and this isn't giving off eerie vibe. So I guess I'm on the hated side.
Well, there you go. I love it. She hates it. I don't know. I think it's cool. But again, I mean, this is like definitely my era. I like the unique style of it. I think it's cool that like you can play on a non like super horror based like feel. You know, we've got like the palm trees. I wonder if that's something that we're going to get this year, is like maybe more, I don't know, like tropical style. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to look too much into it. I think it's very cool. I think it's going to be interesting to see. Definitely plenty of them available. So if you guys are looking for them, I don't think you're going to have any issues getting them. But this is the first drop. And again, right there is what I was telling you about, where it says 24, Halloween Horror Nights 24 instead of 33. That is kind of a little controversial. Either way, I like it. It's cool. It's definitely something different. It feels completely different from last year, and for that, I can appreciate it. And that is pretty much everything for Halloween Horror Nights right now. Again, they did drop the dates for Halloween Horror Nights. It does start at the end of August this year, going through November 3rd, I believe, or November 4th, one of the two. But it's a little bit longer, it feels like. The big thing, though, is they made the announcement that the like house tours, if you wanted to do the Unmasking the Horror, was starting like 3 weeks before the event starts, which feels a little weird. I don't know how people are gonna like that. I feel like it kind of ruins the like, you know, I don't know, the uniqueness of the house if people know what's already gonna be in there and kind of can see everything. I don't know. I guess people really like it. It's probably just the way that they're gonna have to do it to be able to allow people to go in and experience that if they wanted to do that, and it sells out, I feel like, later in the season. So I don't know. Either way, now I want to go point out a few Easter egg things that we can see inside of the tribute store here for the next tribute store that we should be getting here for summer. And just so you guys know, tomorrow is the last day of Mardi Gras, April 7th. Today is April 6th. So let's go show you what we can see inside. Now, one of the first things that we can see, we'll have to wait here for it, so we can see the gator, but we'll wait here and I'll show you. Well, I'm not seeing it right now, but there's a shark that has been coming through here, and that was kind of the first Easter egg to kind of noting to Jaws, but I'm not seeing it right now. It keeps replaying the same one, but it was here for a while, so I guess maybe it's not here right now. Maybe they have stopped that portion. If I do see it, I'll show it to you though. But it was a shark coming through here, a giant shark. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't show you guys the Jaws Easter egg, but over here, there are a lot of Easter eggs happening. So we have the VHS tape, and let me see if I can show you something, because there's an 88 written on there. Actually, it's right here by the Mega Video, which obviously leads us to believe it could be Back to the Future. We have, again, like these VHS like tape things. We're thinking potentially Ghostbusters. Also, this Shadow Creek State Park, this little sticker, was from the Yeti house. So that's kind of interesting that they have that there. I don't think that is gonna like deal with anything. So what it's looking like is we're gonna have some sort of either video store, like an old school video store, or maybe an arcade style store. Don't totally know, but between one of those two, definitely something older. Again, you can see the 88 written there, which again pertains to Back to the Future. There's kind of some hints to like Ghostbusters potentially. I think it's going to be old rides that were here at Universal, maybe. Again, there was a giant shark that was going through, so like Jaws. I don't really know, but I think we're getting like some classic stuff. It could be classic films even. Either way, those are some of the Easter eggs that we're hopefully going to be getting for a summer tribute store. I did think that there was like a location which I think was showing Hollywood, which makes me think also that it's staying here and not going back to New York either. So I think the next tribute store will be here, and that's going to be the theme from what I can see. So Nicole made a good point. So she was asking, do you think that they're going to go ahead and keep this one for summer because they want to do the HHN tribute store over in New York again, because that's kind of the iconic place for it. And that kind of makes sense if you really think about it. So there is a good chance that's why they're going to potentially do it over here again, because the one after the summer one would be HHN. Here is another gigantic update happening over here at Universal. I feel like I could just do a video on updates, but I feel like, you know, HHN was kind of the big drop. But let me just show you what's going out on the Lagoon right now. So let's take a look at everything happening out here right now. You see these platforms, a lot of electronics going on that could be potentially like water jets of sorts. It could be for what is, rumored to be a drone show. You can see a lot of like just I don't even know, gizmos and gadgets out here right now. They're like actually working out there. We have like a giant like excavator over there. I mean, I don't know. There is a lot happening out on the lagoon. They have not announced a show yet either for HHN, so the only thing we kind of know is that we're potentially just getting another Nightmare Fuel, but there's no show out on the lagoon, which is gonna be really rough for the crowds again, but I don't know if they're ready to release this one yet, so I think they're just working on getting this done, and then maybe they'll like change it up for HHN. I don't really know, but either way, a lot of work has been going on here over the past week or two. Like I said, lots of like pipes, lots of electronics, people out here now at this point. Looks like they have some boxes that they are unloading something. So whatever they're doing, it looks like we're kind of getting close. I mean, as far as like, I don't know if they're gonna be hiding a lot of this, but I think we're getting a nighttime show pretty dang soon based on what I'm seeing. I don't know if you guys can tell though, something is leaking water out of that box out there. It's just like pouring water. So I don't know if they're testing something. Either way, lots and lots going on over here right now. Because it is, again, our last time visiting Mardi Gras, we went ahead and stopped over here at the Mexico booth. We're actually gonna get a few food items. We won't do everything on camera for you guys, but we did pick up these churro bites, or I don't even know, they're like churro circle things. And then we picked up a aqua fresca. They just looked kind of good, so we ended up picking that up as well. So these are actually really tasty, and the chocolate's good. I think there's like some sort of like, I don't know, chili oil or something. That's the oily bit, and it's almost got a little bit of a kick. But pull this apart, take a look. When you pull it at the bottom, you can see it like almost like flakes off. It was very, very flaky, and it's like soft. Look at it go. Oh, there it goes. I don't know, it's cool. It was really, really good. I like those a lot. All right, the next thing we are looking to do is check in on the Dreamworks land. And Nicole, show us the fit right now.
We are repping my boy today.
She is ready for Shrek. She's got the Shrek hat, the Shrek shirt. She is ready for Shrek, but I actually just saw the roller coaster going. Let me see if I can get some footage of that. You can see like the spider web around it. You can see in Shrek's swamp here, there's a lot of shrubbery and greenery there. So this, I don't know, let's move and see if we can get a better angle, because I want to see if the roller coaster still tests. And there it goes. We have the roller coaster moving and testing. And you can actually see the Shrek outhouse over there. And it looks like something kind of pink over there. You can see Gabby's dollhouse up front. And then again, a lot of the like shrubbery and trees being filled in over by Shrek's swamp here. I think this is going to be opening pretty soon, especially if they're doing ride testing of the roller coaster. Nicole wants to go stand behind Shrek. I told her she can't. We don't want to get kicked out, but we have the Shrek area here. We've got another poster here. You're all ready with your Shrek. She was actually making good points. So you've got a lot of the Dreamworks like stuff over here. Do you think they're gonna have anything with the Croods? Because we can see we have Croods up here, and obviously Gabby's dollhouse, which is right here. But I don't know if we're getting that or not. Another good point by Nicole, she was wondering if these posters don't pertain to things inside of the actual land. So this one is Here We Go. The party starts this summer, and we do have a roller coaster. Over here we have the Shrek poster, which says Bring Your Friends, swing by this summer. And we know we're getting the Shrek hut right here, so there's gonna be an entire Shrek area. And finally, we know they just came out with the new movie, and there's a good chance maybe there's like a little show or something that deals with Kung Fu Panda. So maybe that's what we're gonna have inside of the area. We don't totally know everything. We know, again, the Gabby's dream house over here. We know that we're getting the roller coaster, and we know that we're getting swamp. Those are the three things that we for sure know, but what else? Not too sure. So these could be kind of like little Easter eggs on these posters here. That said, we definitely won't probably be seeing anything related to How to Train Your Dragon, since we are getting Isle of Berk, which was announced for, obviously, Epic Universe. So I don't think we'll have any of that inside of there, but they also don't have that on like the signs or anything either. I didn't point this out earlier, but they were missing the birria taco thing over at the Mexico booth, and we came over here to the Coca-Cola Market Square to pick up, there's like a beef slider. It was like pulled pork, and it was sold out here as well. So I feel like the end of like the fest is going on right now, and they're just like out of a lot of stuff. So that kind of stinks. We're 0 for 2 on 2 items that we wanted. We did get the churros, but yeah, oh my gosh, the sun is bright today. Canada's full-blown just shut down over here. No one's even... Yeah, I was gonna say, good thing, but this is crazy. Over here at the Philippines, they were out of the buko juice, which comes in that like coconut cup, the pandan cheesecake, and the beer. So more booths out of things today. I feel like if you want to make sure that you can get the items, don't wait till the last minute because they are out of almost at least one item at each booth so far. As we are kind of coming to a close here over at Universal Studios right now, if you guys enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm hoping to hit 2,500 here come like HHN season, kind of through summer. So if you guys are enjoying it, like I said, please do consider subscribing. Also, you should check out our cruise videos. That was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work to do, but I think it was honestly some of the best content that we've released. So if you haven't yet, definitely check some of that out. It's a little different than theme parks, but it is still a lot of fun. Another booth out of items would be over here at Puerto Rico. They're out of the like pestilon. I don't know how you pronounce that, but it is the layered casserole over here, and they are out. And I feel like that was like one of their iconic things, so we wanted to try it today. They are out of it. Really is crazy how many items are sold out today, and I can understand. So tomorrow is the last day, so they're probably not going to be refilling too much, but just kind of stinks that, you know, we were still hoping to try a few more items and we are not really able to try everything that we were hoping. We are coming to our iconic spot for HHN. We try a lot of food over here during that time of the year, and I think like just in general, but it's just kind of nice and secluded. But this is definitely our HHN food trying spot right now. It's actually right next to the Minions Cafe. It's a nice, like, quiet little area. I've talked about this before. And you've got umbrellas here. You actually have the fans. They're blowing in there, but it typically is pretty nice right in this spot. However, we did end up picking up the beignets. We couldn't go a season without them. They look extra powdery today. I wonder if they're just trying to use it up. They don't look quite the same from last year, but we'll let you know what we think on them. But look at how much powdered sugar is on that. Wowzers. Powdered sugar all over my lips right now. Very powder sugary. Let me clean up and then I'll tell you my thoughts. All right, I cleaned up a little bit. I think from what I can see, they're pretty good actually. I like them, but there's actually just too much powdered sugar. I feel like that is like the primary flavor that you're getting. They're nice, they're warm. It's a pretty decent overall just beignet. I still think my favorites might be the ones from Disney over at French Quarter. So I just feel like those ones are just really good. But I know they're more like a donut, but they're just tasty. I don't know, and I feel like you get a lot there. But yeah, overall, I think they're pretty good. Nicole, what are your thoughts?
I think they're better than last year. I remember last year they were like in a bag and they were not as like fluffy. And I thought we were talking about maybe how like the fluffiness isn't like a true beignet. And we're like, well, what's a real beignet then? So I like these better than last year. But I do think there's something still special about those Mickey beignets. But these are really good. Super thick powdered sugar. And I like the powdered sugar, but this was almost too much. And I want like extra powdered sugar. So they gave us like extra powdered sugar.
We went ahead and did the Mummy really quick with our Fast Pass after 4 here, and it was like super quick today. I felt like it was like zooming. I feel like the fog effects were like in full swing, so I don't know if they like amp everything up for the spring break crowds, but I don't know. More about that if they could. But the one thing was the Mummy that's in like the casket didn't come out today. I feel like it's like a, I don't know, 40% chance that thing actually opens. I believe the parade is just starting. I think it starts at 7:30, and I think it's 7:30 on the dot right now. So I think we're gonna go ahead, wrap it up, head over to Islandside, just kind of enjoy our night on our own and get out of here. Well, that is going to close out our night here at Universal Studios. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some of the HHN updates, Dreamworks Land updates, just a lot of stuff going on over here. Very exciting to see what is coming hopefully for summer. We'll keep you guys informed with all of the updates for HHN and everything happening when they do pop up. But if you did enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.